Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Tuesday, 17th December 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Haiti's children dragged into hell as gang violence rages. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. The United Nations Agency for the Protection of Children reports a significant increase in the recruitment of children by gangs in Haiti. UNICEF estimates that children now make up 30 to 50% of the country's gang members. Gangs already control 85% of Port-au-Prince, and with more children on the front line, aim to take full control of the capital. For Haiti's children, millions caught in the crossfire, unable to attend school, are driven to join armed gangs due to extreme poverty. The situation is particularly dire. Al Jazeera's Teresa Bo reports.
They're members of the Vivan Sam gang coalition in Port-au-Prince. They're fighting to extend their control over Haiti's capital. But many of them are just children. Bakamori, not his real name, is 14. He has been in a gang since he was 12. His father was killed 2 years ago. His mother is too ill to take care of him.
The police killed my friends, my father, my uncles, so I'm fighting for revenge. I shouldn't be in a gang, but this is all we have in Haiti. We're hoping to control the airport again, and then control the whole country.
UNICEF says child recruitment has increased 70% in the past year, as violence has swamped this Caribbean nation. They're used as fighters, informants, and forced labor. Conditions deteriorated in the capital after the killing of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021. The United Nations has a security support mission here, 400 Kenyan forces who are helping the police in the fight against gangs. Tilari is 16 years old. He is an orphan. He says the gangs have given him a purpose.
The chief treats us well. He trusts us with the money we save for him and gives us everything we need. Maybe I should have been in school, but it's not our fault. The government is responsible, and that's why we've taken up arms.
Children in Haiti are struggling for food, education, and are now extremely vulnerable to recruitment.
They use all and any means possible. So yes, in some cases, they do go and they threaten the child and their family if they refuse to come and join the armed group. In other cases, they will promise food and security and income for the family and for the child. In other cases, the armed group they're quite good at using social media.
Narayan, who is in Port-au-Prince, says working in Haiti has become extremely difficult for international organizations.
The security situation, frankly, is making our work much more difficult. It's making it more costly and much more complicated. But it also makes our work even more necessary because children are children, no matter what. Whether it is a child who has been recruited, forced to join an armed group.
For now, it seems, the international community has failed to find a solution to the ongoing crisis in Haiti. And as the conflict continues to escalate, children have now taken a crucial role on the front line. Teresa Bo, Al Jazeera.
Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Amal Motley has been listed as one of the world's most powerful women, according to the influential Forbes magazine. She was featured in the magazine's Top 100 for this year. It listed among her achievements the fact that Miss Motley became the island's first female leader in 2018 when she was sworn in. Additionally, Forbes says Prime Minister Motley has become a global leader on the issue of climate change, noting that in 2021 she issued an impassioned speech to the United Nations General Assembly calling for action. Later that year, the United Nations Environment Programme named her a champion of Earth for policy leadership. Forbes also points out that under Miss Motley's leadership, Barbados officially became a parliamentary republic in November of 2021, removing the Queen of England as its head of state. Prime Minister Motley was also listed on Forbes' inaugural sustainability leaders this year. In May 2022, Motley was featured on the cover of Time magazine, the first Barbadian to do so, and was named among the 100 most influential people of that year in recognition of her outspoken advocacy for addressing climate change.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The Ports Authority of Trinidad and Tobago is working to expedite cargo deliveries to stakeholders, but notes cancellation of appointments is leading to imports remaining on the port's facilities. TTT's Sunil Lala reports.
The Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago said it has been working with stakeholders to expedite the delivery of their shipments by increasing scanner appointments and adjusting store rent charges for customers with existing appointments who were impacted by the work stoppage. In a media release on Saturday evening, the authority took note of the comments and concerns attributed to the business community regarding labor disruptions at the Port of Port-of-Spain and its impact on their operations. But it said spokespersons for the business community referred to delays in getting new stock off the port as well as export delays of transshipment cargo bound for other Caribbean islands. The port, though, noted that it implemented measures in place to facilitate Saturday openings, 2 in November and 1 in December, to allow businesses to receive their imports. However, it said the response on the weekends has been notably lower than during the week. It also added that the average daily import deliveries to stakeholders since November 21st, 2 days after the court granted an injunction requiring workers to return to their jobs, has been around the same as the daily average prior to the workers' action. In the past week alone, from Monday, December 9th to Thursday, December 12th, it said there were 709 completed appointments of cargo deliveries to stakeholders, following 1,006 appointments created. But the port said it is aware that several customers are cancelling their daily appointments, leading to imports remaining at the port's facilities. In a statement, Chairman of the Port Authority, Colonel Retired Lyle Alexander, said the port has added days to facilitate deliveries, and even so, some customers have not been able to take up the opportunity. He added that the port continues to see several appointment cancellations daily and has also heard from its customers who are trying to make space in their warehouses to accept new shipments, noting that cargo is staying longer at the port's facilities. And regarding exports and transshipments, the port said it has taken steps to ensure all cargo is transported to its destination, including rerouting shipments to the port at Point Lisas. Sonulala, TTT News.
Jamaica's Ministry of Finance has rejected allegations of missing funds across various ministries, but acknowledges delays in submitting appropriation accounts. Britannia Witter of CVM News reports.
The Minister of Finance, Favour Williams, has addressed concerns regarding $3 trillion in spending that is unaccounted for over a 6 to 11-year period. The concerns follow a review by the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMP, of the Auditor General's annual report for 16 government agencies, including several ministries. Speaking at Tuesday's media briefing, Minister Williams clarified that the money is not missing, but remains unaccounted for due to delays in the submission of accounts to the Auditor General's office.
It is not that the money is missing. It is that reports due to the Auditor General have not been submitted by several ministries.
The Auditor General's office, tasked with reviewing government spending, requires several ministries and agencies to submit their appropriation accounts after the end of the fiscal year. These accounts detail ministries' expenditures compared to the amount approved by Parliament. Minister Williams further assured the public that work is being done to ensure compliance with submitting the accounts in a timely manner.
The goal, of course, is to get to that place where these appropriations accounts are done in a timely manner and submitted within 4 months, I believe, FS, after the close of the fiscal year.
She concluded by urging ministries to work with the government to resolve the issue. Britannia Whittle, CVM News.
In the meantime, the handover ceremony for the next and first female commissioner of police in the Bahamas, Shanta Knowles, to occur soon. More in this ZNS News item.
In the coming days, an official handover ceremony for the newly appointed Commissioner of Police designate Shanta Knowles will take place. Prime Minister Philip Davis has recommended Knowles for the top position after the resignation of Commissioner Clayton Fernando. Press Secretary Keishla Adderley shared the details during the Office of the Prime Minister's weekly press briefing.
The Commissioner of Police is now underway. Shanta Knowles, who has oversight of the Northern District, as you know, and is stationed in Grand Bahama, is winding up her affairs there. And of course, as the handover ceremony is planned, an announcement of the date will be made in the days ahead.
Regarding the members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force that are facing charges in the United States for conspiracy to transport drugs and ammunition, the press secretary says a meeting has been scheduled for next week between the Commissioner of Police, the Minister of National Security, and the nation's chief to discuss the way forward.
The Prime Minister and Minister of National Security plan to schedule a meeting come next week with the Commodore of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, along with his senior executives. Of course, this was indicated earlier as part of the overview and assessment of the force in light of that indictment that was announced a few days ago, which unfortunately involved a member of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. So that meeting is set to take place next week, and we will hear some of the outcomes of that in the days ahead.
There has been a spike in vehicular fatalities as that number rises sharply via the latest accident in St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline out of St. Kitts reports.
3 persons died in a head-on collision on the Island Main Road in New Guinea near Brimstone Hill on Wednesday, 11th December. The morning accident shut down the Island Main Road for hours during the rush hour period, while first responders worked to free trapped passengers and attend to the injured from a passenger bus and an SUV. Following the accident, Coast Guard vessels and helping citizens were observed searching for persons said to be thrown from the bus into the sea. There is no official information, however, on the circumstances of the accident coming from the police as of news time. The accident comes days after 2 young persons lost their lives in another head-on collision between 2 cars. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Chu called on drivers to be cautious on the road. In fact, several ministers of government pleaded with motorists to exercise attention and to be focused while driving. Their pleas for care and attention come when there is an unexpected spike in major vehicular accidents resulting in fatalities.
I want to take this opportunity as we enter into the festive season to appeal to you, our people, our motorists, that while you enjoy yourself, and you should, to make sure that you drive with due care and attention. I'm appealing to all of you to not drink any alcohol and drive. Do not smoke any substances and drive. I'm appealing to you because your life is precious, and our life here in St. Kitts and Nevis is precious. So let us band together as a community and support those families and communities that are hurting as a result of this loss of life.
Some say that with the significantly increased number of vehicles on the road, some drivers have become impatient with the traffic. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.